Ah, I'm glad I saw this. Here is a reminder to all of you who currently have glass rain cages in your garden. Take them out of your garden. Many a glass rain gauge has met its end on a freezing night after it's been filled with water. Let's keep that in here until the weather gets warm again. Oh, it feels nice in here. It's about 45, which is about 8 degrees Celsius outside, and in here it's close to 70, about 20. The greenhouse hasn't seen a lot of action since the spring of this year, the end of last winter, and now I'm getting ready to start some seeds out here. I'm not doing that today. It's almost sunset right now, but I will probably get out here tomorrow and start seeds. I'll show you guys what I do. Everything's ready out here, the trays. I do have a heat mat out here that is plugged in that I got from Haas, and then some of these are not on heat mats, which is fine. It's warm enough in here for germination. And I haven't started them yet because I'm not 100% sure what I want to start yet, and I still have a few things that I've ordered coming in. But all of these are going to be the things that go into the high tunnel as the stuff that's in it comes out. I won't start seeds for spring, like the frost tender things, until early to mid-February, maybe the end of January on some things like peppers and eggplants. You basically want to plan for things that are like tomatoes, is the main thing that I start early is tomatoes, peppers, eggplants, and then I go ahead and start some flowers and herbs. All those things you're looking at like 6 to 8 weeks before your estimated last frost date, which you can find that online by Googling estimated last frost date in your zip code or the closest large city to you. And then for things like cucumbers and squashes, melons, kind of that nature of things, I don't actually usually start those from seed inside. I usually just direct sow those. I have a 215-day growing season. But you can. They don't love being moved around as much. And if they get root bound beforehand, they can get really stunted. I actually showed a comparison in a vlog. I have no idea where it is, but one of the many vlogs this spring of the difference between a direct sown squash versus one that was transplanted from a start. And the direct sown one did better. So they're just hardier when they grow right in the ground and they never get moved. So that's how I like to do it. But if you want to start those things ahead of time, you're looking at like 3 or 4 weeks before your last frost date. So everything that I start out here now will be all frost tender things. That alleviates the stress of me having to worry about heating the greenhouse right now. I won't worry about heating it until I have frost tender starts in here in February and March. However, I am putting in some bulbs in the freshly reset cottage garden. I put in some walking onions over on the other side of the horseshoe that my friend Matthew sent me. There are still bulbs all in here, and I've got more that I'm throwing in just all the different areas around here. Wow, guys, look at the base of this banana plant that was right here. Isn't that crazy? Look how big around that is. Looks like an actual tree. So that'll all die back and get mushy, and then in the spring it'll grow fresh out of there. We haven't cut these down yet. Even dead, I think they're kind of stately back here. They'll come down before too long. We have not even touched this garden. Hey, Goose. It's hard to believe what a difference it makes, the winter to the summer out here. Still got rosebuds. Oh, hey, Dr. Ennis. What's up, man? Hey. Aren't you handsome? Hey, dude. Hi. Don't peck me. No. Go on. Don't peck me. It's not officially winter yet, but it is close. And I'm kind of adjusting and enjoying the beauty. It's so strange to me. It's 4 o'clock in the evening right now, which in the summer would be on the early end of when we would come outside to start like getting work done. And now it's like the tail end of being outside. And it's just so strange because the light is warm, like the color of the light is warm, but it's cold. And even with the sun shining, it's just so void of heat. It's just such a strange thing, you know, when the sun is on your face and it doesn't feel warm. But I have learned to appreciate the beauty of the farm in the winter. It's just a more subtle loveliness, I think. My geese are looking a little bedraggled. I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe they were just playing in the creek. I'm missing a goose. And they usually stick together. I don't know what the deal is with that. Let's see if we can find it. Where's your friend? Hey, Ross Poldark, what's up, man? Rude. Hey, Manny. Hey, Manny. It's not up in the house. It's really strange and unusual. I saw them all 5 out here. I don't know. It could be in one of the adjoining yards. I'll have to ask Maya if maybe he's seen it. These birds, I mean, this is technically considered free range because they have almost 2 acres, access to almost 2 acres. So obviously that's a lot of space to roam, but it is fenced. So, I mean, it's not exactly free range. Now, they aren't the most respectful of fences, especially the waterfowl, because they just go under the fence in the creek and they go like through multiple yards. So that goose may be down here. That's the problem with free ranging birds, though, is a lot of times they end up spaces they're not supposed to be. Hey, Locos, what are you doing?
He tried to sneak up on you.
I saw that. Are you cold?
No, not, but I am.
Yeah.
I'm pretty cold. My hands are bleeding. I'm a phoenix. That's why I'm not cold. My body wants to burn to pieces.
Oh, it's because y'all
I'm
are
a phoenix. That's why I'm not cold.
You're what?
I'm a phoenix. That's why I'm not cold.
You're a phoenix. That's why you're not cold. Okay.
Also,
Y'all are playing a game? All right. Well, I'm going to make a video, all right? Have fun.
Okay, my parents gonna be able to.
Hey, girls. What's up, girlies? Ooh, Magdalene, you are looking pregnant. Y'all are all looking pregnant. Or fat. Well, I thought he might be down here, but I do not see that goose. I don't know where he is. Hopefully he's around here somewhere. Maybe he just went and bedded down and is laying in the woods or just somewhere where I missed. Hopefully that's it. Hey, pigs. Hey, pigs. Oh, you are looking fat. I'm standing on a rock. I'm not this tall. Hey, pigs. Look at that big boy. Look at that big, handsome boy. What's their faces? Oh. Hey, little pigs. I spent the majority of the day in the house, actually, by the fireplace, working on a new writing project. Came out here earlier. It's been really funny. There's so much condensation on the ceiling in the high tunnel that you come in and it feels like it's raining. Can you guys, I don't know if you can see that up there. But you might can hear the droplets. I don't know, it kind of adds to the effect of being out in the garden. I really just planted these peas for the kids to snack on out in the tunnel, because that's something they miss about the garden when it's winter, being able to come out and snack. But they're getting some frost damage. I failed to bring any scissors out here or a knife, so we're just gonna do it that way instead. We do family dinner on Monday nights with our family that lives next door. Jeremiah's brother and sister-in-law and other sister that lives with them. And so, broccoli tonight. I had a lot of people comment on my last video that said, juice the broccoli leaves, put them in soup, they're really good. That's actually why I haven't torn these out yet, because the plants are still living and the leaves are really tasty. You can stir fry them, but I'll probably just juice them or possibly put them in soup. I haven't done that before, but I think it would be a good idea. Tonight's dinner is going to be very basic. I'm just baking some fish with some butter and lemon and some probably dried pepper powder from the garden and garlic from the garden. And then I'm going to roast this broccoli. Asher, bless him, he's 13. He was like, Mom, please, no more soup. Because whenever we do family dinner and we have extra people, a lot of times I'll make like chili or stew or soup, especially this time of year. It's just so much easier to feed a lot of people out of a big pot. But he was like, please, Mom, please, can we not eat soup tonight? And I said, okay, that's fine. I'll bake fish for you because I love you. But it's probably soup tomorrow. Wow, look at these Brussels sprouts. How neat is that? Is anyone surprised by the fact that this is how Brussels sprouts grow? They grow in the armpits of these plants. How cute are they? Little guys. Set my broccolis down right here because I need to go in to the chickens and the pigs and they'll think I'm bringing them a treat. Hey chickens! Hello! Hey pretty birds. Hey pretty birds. I like you all so much better now that you're not scratching up my high tunnel. Do you have anything in here? Yep. 2 lone eggs. This is the entire egg income of the farm today. I'm putting them in my pocket. Hopefully I remember them with my broccoli. Hey pigs. Hey little pigs. Back up. Getting close to weaning time for these guys. Hey Mama D. What's up Doris? Oh, look at those little ones. Gosh, they've already grown so much. Good job, Mama. They look happy. Nuzzled down there. So cute. This isn't gonna hurt them. They're fine. You are so protective, but I don't think that's a bad thing. Alright, I'll let y'all go to bed. It's bedtime, isn't it, Mama? Is it bedtime? So far this winter in the high tunnel, I haven't harvested like a bunch of anything. I did harvest a couple of cabbages once and make some sauerkraut. You know, I've done a couple of things where I come get something to make something that we eat over the course of weeks. But mostly what I've been doing is just coming and harvesting just right when we need it. Like I want to make juice and I come grab 5 ribs of kale and, you know, a couple of beets. Or I want to make the kids kale chips, so I come out and get kale or cabbage for dinner, broccoli for dinner, grabbing roots and, you know, rutabagas and turnips. Because of that, you can't really see just a lot missing. There are definitely some spaces like where the cabbages were, and, you know, now we'll use those broccoli leaves and that'll all be gone. But it's still so full. And while I am so appreciative for how much we've been able to eat fresh past the frost this winter and, you know, into the cooler months, I am also super appreciative for having a garden to go into. My sanity, I think, is just much better. Thanks for the eggs, girls. So today, while I worked inside, Ben Turn actually came out here and he worked on getting in the garlic. So this whole back garden this year, these 3 rows, this is just gonna be garlic and onions. Oh my goodness, I cannot, like, I bet y'all are getting sleepy just watching me. Maybe I just feel like, oh, it's just like everything feels asleep. Maybe it's just me. I've sat by the fireplace all afternoon. I literally like looked at my clock and was like, oh wow, I have to cook dinner for all these people and make a video and like not just get sucked into my little creative project. But I'm walking around here like I feel half asleep. I'm not half asleep, but I feel a little bit like it. In the spring, right here, we did lots of squash and okra, then transitioned it into the 3 sisters garden, which turned into the 2 bereaved sisters and a cousin. And then now it's reset. These 3 beds are my no dig beds, no till beds, which are really largely modeled after kind of Charles Dowding's way of doing things. We laid down weed barrier cardboard and piled compost up. And so we're going into the second year of these. It'll be the third planting in them, and we just have added back a few inches of compost each season. Now the rest of this garden area where like the potatoes were and the sweet potatoes are, we're gonna reset this using pigs and chickens, piglets and chickens, to dig it up, eat the weeds, scratch it, and get ready for the next planting next year. But these beds I did not want to put animals on because I don't want to taint my experiment of no dig beds. Obviously the pigs, it's not the same as rototilling because it's not quite going necessarily as deep, especially using these really young piglets, but they are going to break up the ground. And so in essence they are doing some tilling. It's more permaculture tilling, but I wanted to do like some true no dig beds. These are going to be lots of garlic, and then this one row close to me is going to be lots of onions. I did not plant enough of that this last year, so my hope is to do a lot more. And once I get all of the garlic in here, see how much that actually takes to plant, I'll know if I want to go ahead and put more in the raised bed garden as well. Well, I know this is a brief December evening vlog. I didn't find the goose. I hope that it's okay. I'm not really sure about that. When it comes to free range birds, sometimes they've turned back up, you know, and they're just somewhere where I'm missing them. So hopefully that's what happens with him or her. I don't know which one it was. But thank you guys for hanging out with me this evening. God bless you. Until next time. My house is so warm and inviting right now. Hey, Brucey. What's up, buddy? For those who have asked about Bruce's behavior with the Christmas tree, he has been very content to lie right here on the back of this chair and look at it. He hasn't messed with it at all. Like a good boy, right, Bruce? Yeah, I seriously just went to throw my jacket off in the nick of time. I felt that these were in the pocket. Pocket omelet missed by a moment.